You are welcome again to your YouTube channel. In today's lesson, we are going to see the difference between segmentary arch and semicircular arch. So, after seeing the difference between segmentary arch and semicircular arch, we will see how do we calculate the volume of each. Then we start by looking at where the segmentary arch came from. Here's a circle. This is the circle of 360 degree. In order to create a segment, we have to cross the line above the center line. So we have to not cross in the center of this circle so that we can create a segment. So a segmentary arch is formed like this. It has the internal angle less than 180 degree. If you take a circle of 360 degree and make an arc of like 120 degree, this is an arc. So that by forming this segmentary arch, we have arch like this. This is a segmentary arch. If we create an arch of 180 degree, this is called a semicircular arch. This is the semicircular arch because it has an internal angle of 180 degree. This is the difference between segmentary arch and semicircular arch. So, after that, let we see how we calculate the volume of segmentary arch and semicircular arch. Let we start from the semicircular arch. This is the semicircular arch. We have the semicircular arch. Let we see how we calculate the volume. The volume is calculated by taking the surface area of this arch, this area times the thickness of the arch and the height of the arch. This is the height. And when we draw the arch in 3 dimensions, it will look like this. This is the 3 dimension of as an arch. So here's the height, here's the thickness. If we take the surface area of this front part and multiply it with the thickness, we get the total volume of this arch. Let we take an example. This is the rise of 1 meter. Let we take the radius to be 2 meter. This is the radius. And let me take the thickness, which is the height of the arch, to be 0.4 meter. And the thickness of the arch to be is the height of 0.4 meter. This is the thickness of the arch. Let we take it as 0.3 meter. And also we have the radius of 2 meter. We have also the rise of 1 meter. how do we calculate the surface area, this shaded area? How do we calculate it? So we have a circle. We have a circle. Here we have 180 degree. So that arch, this part of circumference of this circle is equal to angle, this angle times the diameter times pi over 360 degree. Diameter times pi times angle over 360 degree. So that in order to calculate the surface area of this arch, this front surface area, we have to find out this center line length. Then we take a center line length. The center line is from here to here. This is the length we are going to use in order to calculate the diameter in this formula. We have not to use this radius in order to calculate this diameter. We have to use the center line. The center line. So the radius will become 2 meter over 2. This is the radius of 2 meter. So that the radius here will be 2 meter plus a half of this thickness of the arch, which is equal to thickness is equal to height. This height is equal to 0.4 meter. A half of it is equal to 0.2 meter. So that the radius from center of the circle to the center line in this arch is equal to 2.02 meter. This is the radius we're going to use in this formula. So that the area, this shaded area, will be equal to diameter is equal to the radius times 2. That will be equal to 2.02 times 2 in order to get the diameter times 3.20, which is equal to pi, times the angle. We have 180 degree. 180 degree divided by 360 degree. This will give us, this will give us 6.34 meter square. This is the meter, sorry. This will give us 6.34 meter. This length is the length of this center line. This dashed line represented the center line in this arch. This is the length of this center line. So in order to calculate the volume, the total volume of this arch, we have to take the length, this center line length times the thickness times the height, which is equal to 6.34 meter times the thickness of our arch is equal to 0.3 meter times the height of this arch, which is equal to 0.4 meter. This will give us 0.76 meter cube. This is the total volume of this semicircular arch. So we are going to see how we calculate the volume of segmentary arch. So that's why you have to not miss the next video. See you.